Wondering where your package is? Well, look no further than Los Angeles Rail Yard. Hey there, this is Tom. It's Tom's Talk Show. It's getting messed that up all the time. But so I do have two shows. This is the Talk Show. The other one is the Tech Show, where I do technology things, sci-fi, fantasy, movies, all that stuff. Here I talk about politics, maybe some coronavirus, maybe some, who knows what else, right? So like, share, subscribe this channel. Help it grow. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. So if you have had something shipped, probably from China, and it's come through the port of Los Angeles or the port of Long Beach, your package tracking may be taking a while. Because this is where it is. Somewhere in this mess. So what is actually going on? So zoom back out here. Okay, so in Los Angeles, Union Pacific train robberies are up 356%. Apparently, it's a near perfect storm, an ongoing train robbery problem. Pandemic and Los Angeles County District Attorney's policy of no cash bail arrests. So this is what happens when your government decides to not prosecute any crimes. Then naturally people think, I can just keep doing crimes and it's fine. So even with the arrests made, so the train workers have a police that covers the trains. Is even with all the arrests made, the no cash bail policy, an extended time frame for suspects to appear in court is causing re-victimization to up by these same criminals. The letter says, in fact, criminals boast to our officers that charges will be pled down to simple trespassing, which bears no serious consequences. So you can just head out, steal what, break open the containers, steal what you want. There you go. Private police, the train, Union Pacific has its private police force arrested more than 100 people in the last 3 months, but never got called to testify in a single case because those people are being slapped on the wrist and let go, if they even get slapped on the wrist. Issue has gotten so bad that companies like FedEx and UPS have looked to diverting their routes so that they don't come through LA County. Well, yeah, I would I would do that right away. That would have started a long time ago. So this video here just continues to show this is all the garbage that's there. This is a guy running, doing some shopping. He's doing some shopping, right? I mean, there's COVID tests. There's people's medical supplies that are out there. I mean, it's seriously bad. There's people that put stuff in their car and then just drive away. It's bad. So what would it take? So that was always the question, right? Was what would it take to divert all of these? Since California is dying, right? California. I mean, they're doing. They're not prosecuting any crimes. They're increasing. 2023, I think all of everyone's state tax is going to probably double, which also means that cost of products is going to go up by that same percentage because businesses are going to be heavily taxed, so they have to get that money from somewhere. So that means their products are going to go up in price, which means now you have people who are bringing home less money. Everything they're going to buy is going to cost more money, so eventually they have no choice. They're going to have to leave the state. They're going to go somewhere other than there because the state is just broken. So what does it take to move these trains around? Well, I checked, and if you want to take a ship that's in Long Beach Harbor and sail them around up through the Panama Canal over to, say, Tampa, that's going to be about a 5,000-mile trip. So how long does that take? Well, I forget, it was like 15 or 16 knots. It's going to take 15 days. It uses 150 tons of fuel per day. So that's 2,250 tons of fuel fuel for those things costs about $600 per ton. I'm pulling these off of different websites. So it's to move one container ship and sail it around over to Florida costs $1.3 million. Now that's just for the fuel. So at what point, so say it costs, with crew and everything else that you're doing, and changes in shipping routes, because now you may have to put things on a train and ship them back, towards, the West Coast from Florida. Or you could, potentially take this dot and, move it to like Louisiana, Houston, if you wanted to ship things further in, into the middle of the country. And then if you start doing that on a regular basis, then this dot, doesn't have to go even near there. If it's coming from China, it'll probably come from, way down here and then come across. So, it's possible at one point. So what the math people have to do is figure out at what point is the loss of product and the insurance rate hikes and the then replacement of product cost, all that cost, is that more than $2 million a whole shipping container ship? Is that more than that? What's more? And then I think there's some contracts that say that this material has to go through Port of Los Angeles, Port of Long Beach. So there's some contracts locking where it can go. So what it's going to cost to break those contracts and get things shipped around and not be in California. I don't know what that's going to be, but maybe that will happen, and maybe product will start flowing again, because coming into Long Beach and Los Angeles just doesn't work. I think this lady here, they're running the drone up again. They break into the trains and they just start going through stuff. They don't take it all. They just take probably what they think they can resell, go to a farmer's market, whatever kind of thing, and resell it. Because a lot of these products just don't, there's an Amazon thing. She's tracking someone's delivery. Oh, it says it's on the way. Shipping to Riverside. No, it's never getting there. Sorry. So, yeah, just be aware if your stuff is coming from, the Los Angeles area and through there. It just may never be delivered. And this is basically down to one main thing, and that is that there's no consequences. All it would take was putting some officers there, doing you can do kind of a sting operation, whatever, to start arresting people. And then they start telling other people, wow, they're getting arrested. They're staying in jail. Have a law that says you break open a container, mandatory, mandatory year in jail, or 6 months in jail. Right? Start doing some kind of, 6 months in jail, 6 months community service, something, any kind of penalty for this. And then it will start to slow down. But there isn't any. Same thing in San Francisco. All the smash and grabs, that go on there, because there's no penalty. In order for society to work, we have to have laws and rules, and everyone live by those same laws and rules. That's why I can't run down to, the store and just walk in and grab a whole bunch of stuff and leave, because there are laws. And here in Florida, those laws are upheld. Those laws are enforced. So anyway, be aware of your packages. Keep, if you happen to have something that's coming through Los Angeles, make sure you keep ahead of your tracking. And if it stalls in LA on a train somewhere, you better call up company and have them reorder it, and maybe choose a different type of shipping. Maybe, like an overnight kind of thing, so that it hits on a plane instead of a train. Right? That would be my advice. All right. Thanks for watching this. Thanks everybody for subscribing and starting to build this channel. I appreciate it very much. I'm working on a Subscribe Star, so we can start that going and get some inside conversations going as well. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care.